So we started our trip to the Allegheny with a stop over at the Kinzua Bridge. The bridge was a railroad bridge that was damaged from a tornado, and the destruction ultimately took it out of commission. Beautiful areas. We went to the museum there. It was great. The views were incredible. We got to camp and we set up camp. We got everything organized, and of course we went right to fishing. They had a beautiful stream at the bottom of camp, and it was just great for trout, and just had a wonderful time. We had some great meals cooked up by John, and we also had a wonderful time. We made foil packs food for our dinner time right in the fire. They were tasty. Sausage and potatoes, tomatoes, and a little everything there. Peppers, really good. We are fishing a little creek off the Clarion River in Lolita State Park. They're swimming over there. It's a beautiful creek, and it flows right into the Clarion River. It's a big river. So there is trout in here, and bullhead and bass. So they love it. It's a beautiful area. Nice. Levi really loved to fish, and so did John, and we headed upstream a little bit, checking out for other possible holes that fish were in. The water was a little bit low, but just an absolutely beautiful area. You couldn't beat the beauty. We then hiked to tower number 9, which is an old fire tower. They had about 144 fire towers active at one point. And this fire tower is over 150 years old. It's been out of commission for at least 60 years. But we got to it, and we hiked up it, and it was quite beautiful. The hike out to it wasn't that far. The views from the top were incredible. We couldn't get onto the top deck because they locked it up for safety purposes, but we were just right there. You could see it just above Levi's head, and beautiful views from the top. You could see how you could see any fires or any smoke 360 from the top of these. And then it was tubing time. Okay, we are heading on the Clarion River to do some tubing here, so this is going to be really cool. It's a 2.5 mile to about 2.5 hour float, and we're going to be like these guys over here, although they're just hanging out. Some local folks hanging out, but we'll be in tubes. What they do is they take us up the river, and we take the tubes and just float down. So it'll be kind of fun. Okay, we're in the beginning of our trip down the Clarion River. Got 2.5 miles to tube down. Got some other tubers there, but we're going to be on our own, and it's about a 2.5, sometimes 2 hour and 45-minute excursion. So we're just going to be hanging loose, swimming, just real chilling. That's all it is. Hopefully we see some trout in here, but it's just gorgeous here in Pennsylvania, as you can see. So, all right, we're ready to get in. All right, here we are in the Clarion River. Here goes Mr. Levi, and we're just chilling. But if you look below, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to put this underneath. You can see that we're actually going pretty fast down here. I think up here we want to get out towards the middle. Let's kind of push this to the side a little bit. But there was a rock. We'll run into the rock here. Anyway. All right, here we are. The crew, we're just hanging together. John and Levi. And we are in true nature here down the Clarion River. And I'll show you underneath. And then it was on to Rock City. Rock City is a large boulder area with caves and boulders the size of houses. They're incredible. Huge. And so we got a chance to hike that trail, and we had to find a certain number of things on the trail. We were given a card, and we had to track down these different things. As you can see, there's a lot of moss and huge rock structures. Great trails, lots of caves. Just a neat place. Here we are at Rock City, and isn't this cool? Cool place. Check this out. It is so interesting. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. Pretty cool place to actually camp out here. Levi was strong and flexible and could easily get up and down these rocks. A little tougher for me and John. This was a great trip, and now it was on the Letchworth State Park. At Letchworth State Park, we hiked a trail that had all sorts of activities on it. It was really kind of neat. And again, similar to Allegheny, you had a card and you had to find different things. We, of course, went to the museum in the park, which was really cool. And we actually ate lunch at the Glen Iris Inn. That was kind of cool. But the museum was so interesting. Come on, man. You're gonna fall in shark-infested water if you fall off. Don't get to the sharks. Watch the sharks. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see if your dad can do it. He's gonna get eaten. He's gonna get eaten.
Oh no, Levi. Ah!
He's gone. Sharks. Beat your dad. Beat your dad. He's got you. He's on your heels. Levi caught up to him for sure. Then it was mining time. Okay, Levi is doing a fossil dig this time. Last time we did emeralds and all that, and this time he is doing fossils at the mining company. What do we have? Cool. All right, so stick those all, the big ones in the bag, John, and then we can really explore them. We'll sit down and figure them out later. Shake and bake. Oop, easy, you do it easy. Holy cow. There are a lot of fossils in there. There are a lot of teeth and stuff. Some big ones too. That's crazy.
Oh, this is vampire one.
Yeah. Some big teeth.
You can make a necklace.
Yeah, you really could. Okay, we are down on the Genesee River. And as you can see, Levi's fishing. The water's fairly low, although it's deep here. But unfortunately, we were not able to raft because in certain areas it's kind of shallow. But right here, it's deep, so we're hoping to get some fish. And as you can see, there's the wall right there. John's getting his fishing pole set up. And we're hoping to catch some fish. This looks like a great spot. We are getting some hits right there. So hopefully they'll take it and take off with it. I'm not sure what's hitting it. Could be a trout. Spot a good pool here, but we're in an iconic spot. This is absolutely incredible. We are down below, and it's absolutely amazing. Couldn't ask for a better spot. And here we are checking out the Hoover Dam in the one end of the park before leaving. This has been a great trip. Lots of nature, lots of fishing, hiking, just a lot of fun. Great time as always.